Hey there everyone, it's Megan with the CraftyPlannerLovR here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be planning in my social media Hobonichi Cousin dupe planner for the week of August 18th through the 23rd using this Strawberry Fields kit and collection from SammyLynnPlanning. Yes, you guys, I am very well aware that I used SammyLynnPlanning's kit last week. If you missed that video, it is going to be linked at the end of this video in my Hobonichi Cousin planner playlist. But you guys, I love SammyLynnPlanning's kits so much, so I decided I was going to use it again. If you saw my flip through of my social media planner for January through June, then you know that I use SammyLynnPlanning's kits a lot in my social media planner, so this is no surprise. But this is what the Strawberry Fields kit looks like. It is available still on her website, on her Etsy, so if you guys are interested in getting it, then this is what it looks like. You guys know whenever I purchased my kits last year, I always got the full boxes, the half and quarter boxes, the washi, and then the functional strips. If you can tell, there's a Sunday missing. That's because I used it last week. But this is what the kit looks like. And then I also usually get the deco, which is this. I love this kit so much. This collection is just amazing, and I thought it was perfect for a introduction into my fall kits, but also still being in my summer kits. So this is a kit that I've had in, like I said, in my stash for a very long time. I've hoarded it, and I decided it's time to use my stuff. I'm actually doing a strawberry theme in my planners this week. So if you saw last week's spreads, I did an ice cream theme. This week I'm doing a strawberry theme. I have a lot of different strawberry themed stickers, so I was like, you know what, let's just use it. I also have some washi that I'm going to be using. This is the only strawberry washi that I have. Pretty sure it's from the Happy Planner in their food collection when they had that out. And then I also have this washi, which has like this gingham pattern or something. I don't even know what kind of pattern this is, but I thought it would fit well with the colors, so we might use these washi. We'll see. Honestly, y'all know it's a big toss in the air if I use washi or not, but let's go ahead and get started. I was very tempted to do Dutch doors again this week, but then I was like, well, you kind of already did Dutch doors last week, so maybe not. So I decided I wouldn't do Dutch doors this week, because I don't need to continuously do Dutch doors in my planners, even though I have just an awesome time doing it. I decided probably shouldn't. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's put this other one right here. Okay. And then we will put this guy on this side. I like to switch up what I do. You guys know that. And we will put this on at the spread, but not yet, because I'm gonna put this guy over here. Oh wait, I wanted to do it this way. I like to start with washi and then continue in with my spreads after I've added all the washi, just for, you know, sanity. I don't know, it gives me a good basis to work off of. So that's why I like to start with washi. I think we are going to use this washi tape because it kind of fits the color scheme. Kind of doesn't, but who cares? Okay. Which means we're going to stick you up here like this. Where is my cutter? So how have you guys been? How has your summer been going? It's pretty much almost over. Have you guys gone back to school? This week was my first official week going back to school. If you guys saw my setup video where I set up my work planner, then you know that I am a substitute teacher and I don't always work. Especially the first week of school, I don't work. But this month, For the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be long-term subbing in a classroom because the teacher I'm subbing for, oh my gosh, that's my hair. Sorry. The teacher I'm subbing for has surgery. So they asked me if I wanted to long-term sub in the class. And I said, yes, please. I am poor and I need money. And they thought that was hilarious. And I was like, it's not a joke, but okay. So, that is what I'm going to be doing. What am I doing? What am I trying to do here? I don't even remember. I was going to put something on the spread. Oh, up here. Idiot. Anyways, I am going to be long-term subbing in a classroom, which is really exciting because I didn't expect to work the first month of school, honestly. And the fact that they wanted me to long-term sub makes me really happy. Makes me feel like I did a really good job last year in the classroom that I long-term subbed for. So, I don't know. I feel really excited that they even wanted me to. So, I am going to be in there until September, I think like middle of September. And then the secretary that does all of the what is it called, the hiring for subs and stuff, she was like, don't worry, once you're done with that long-term position, I'm sure somebody else will not be there, so we will get you working. And I said, great, thank you. I have bills to pay, and I need to save up for my car, because the reason why I moved into my parents' house was because I had a lot of debt, and I needed some time to pay off all my debt, which my parents were so freaking sweet to let me move in with them for a little bit. And I needed to save up some money to save up for a car and get prepared for like actual adulting life. So yeah, now I'll have time to be able to actually save up for stuff, which is very exciting. Alright, I'm going to grab the Element Wash stickers, which is these guys, and we're going to continue adding stickers to the bottom of the planner, trying to see if there's any that match. This one matches, so I'm going to cut this guy right in half. We're going to stick these two babies down here. Oops. And again, I'm going to cut this in half. Well, not completely in half, but enough. So, I have been spending this first week of school, because everybody went back last week, but I did not, because, you know, I was, that's the first week of school. I'd be surprised if I went back. And I've been kind of just getting preparing myself for the change and for the school time to start. And it's been nice. I've been kind of crafting and getting my body used to getting back up at a disgusting time, which is like 6 a.m. I know that's not disgusting to most people, because I'm sure that most of the workforce has to get up that early anyway, but coming from somebody who didn't get up that early a lot, it's disgusting. I did get up that early when I was working for Disney, but I didn't get up and like have coffee and, you know, all this other stuff that you do whenever you are working with students, because you have to like mentally prepare yourself for a lot of stuff. So that was something new that I had to learn and adapt to last year. And it was only for like 2 months, and then school ended, and then I went, you know, I didn't work over the summer because nobody was hiring where I'm living during the summer, because all of the kids, you know, had to get their summer jobs. So I was like, you know what, I need a break anyway. I was really burnt out working at Disney, which again, if you've seen any of my videos before, I kind of talked about it. I have no like hard feelings against Disney, but after COVID, I kind of just was really burnt out and I wasn't happy where I was. So getting the chance to relax and kind of reevaluate my priorities over the summer was really good, because it also gave me a new perspective on if I wanted to go back to school, which I'm seriously considering going back to school and getting a teaching degree. But I want to see how this this school semester turns out, and if I am still in the thought process that I want to go back to school, I'm probably going to take one class in the spring semester and see how that goes. So the only unfortunate thing is I would have to pay out of pocket for that, which is absolutely just disgusting. But, you know, you win some, you lose some, you know. So that's how my summer has been going. And if you guys already know, I was working on getting my shop up, which it's not technically a shop because it's a Facebook page. But I've been trying really, really hard to kind of make some extra money on the side. And that's one of the ways that I've been trying to do that. I've gotten a couple of orders, but so far nothing. So if you guys want to take a look at my shop, I would love it. All you have to do is just send me a message and say, hey, I like such and such. I want to purchase it from you. What is the shipping? And you just tell me the state that you're in, or you can give me your zip code and I will tell you what the shipping is, and that way you can see what the price is for everything. Usually shipping is not going to be that much, but you know, because the rise and everything else, sometimes shipping does get a little expensive, but hopefully you guys are interested in seeing what I have to create for everyone. So yeah, that's pretty much how my summer's been going. I hope you guys have been having a good summer. I hope that, which one do I want? Here, I'm going to put it over here. I hope that you guys have been relaxing if you are in the school system and you've been enjoying your summer break. If you're not in the school system, I hope that you haven't had to work too much and that you've been able to relax. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I was making... This is my battle wound from cooking. This is why I don't cook. I was making a spaghetti meal, and I went to open up the can, and not the can didn't do this, my big old nail did this. I was like pouring it in there, and I went to pop open the lid after I opened the can, and my nail scratched my hand. So that's my battle wound. My dad laughs at it every single time he sees it. He's like, ha ha ha, you don't know how to cook. And I said, I do know how to cook, I just injure myself every single time. And then last night, I burned my finger on the grill. We have a little mini grill, like it's called a George Foreman. And if you guys, you know, have heard of that before, then you know what I'm talking about. And I burned my hand on that last night. And my dad was like, you're not allowed to cook anymore. You keep burning things. And I said, well, you know what? Deal with it. So, I'm just injuring myself all the time. When I cook, I just constantly injure myself. And it's a running joke in my family. But, yeah, I know you guys are aware that there's a new Taylor Swift album. I don't know if we've got any Swifties in the house. I am not a Swiftie. I really don't care about Taylor Swift. I don't have anything against her. Don't hate on me, y'all. I don't care about Taylor Swift's, you know, album and stuff. But I'm very excited for her. I think that's really awesome that she has a new album coming out. And I know that a lot of people have been looking forward to that. So that's super exciting for those of you who like Taylor Swift. Every time I open up my Instagram and my TikTok, that's what I see. So I thought you guys would like to, you know, hear about things. I am just having a great time over here adding all of the stickers. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. I'm thinking over here, but I don't want to add too much. I'm kind of thinking I put it there. The struggle. I do kind of want it over here. We're going to put it here because I will put a box right there. How about that? Sounds like a plan. What do I want to put over here? Definitely the strawberries. Gotta have those. So we're going to put that here because we'll put a box. I'm going to move it. I should probably put the boxes down, wouldn't I? That would be helpful. Let's put this guy right here. I need a box there, so let's use the brown one. Whoops. Cool. And we will add this light green box here to add some color. And I think we are going to include a pink box as well. We need to add some boxes over here, so we're going to do this like flowery one. And I need a red maybe. Yeah, let's do this like burgundy red. There we go. Okay, and we do need another sticker here. So why don't we put the ice cream? Because that's fun. Boop. That's cute, you guys. I like this. This is a good spread. I like this a lot. You see how much stuff you can use whenever you use a sticker collection? It's perfect. I'm like really thirsty today for some reason. I've been drinking a ton of water. Oh, also, I talked about in my health and wellness planner spread last week that I thought I was getting an ear infection. Turns out I did have a slight ear infection, but I was able to catch it early, and I put like over-the-counter drops in my ear and kind of just let it sit. And thankfully, you know, because I wasn't working last week, I was able to rest on Monday. I knew I wasn't going to work on Monday because that's the first day back from school, and I knew that nobody, at least I had the anticipation that, you know, the hope that a teacher would not call out on the first day of school, which it did not happen. We did not have any call outs, which was very nice, but I rested all day on Monday to kind of get my ear back in the situation, and I was able to get rid of it almost overnight, but not completely. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those ear infections where if you catch it early enough, you're able to kind of eradicate it before it gets worse. So that was really good. I was very excited that I was able to get rid of my little mini ear infection. I'm just kind of chattering, honestly. You guys know, if you see my videos, that I like to talk and talk and talk. Sometimes too much, but it's okay. I'm gonna save these boxes for another page. Let's do the brown one though. Over here. And we will put, I'm trying to figure out, let's do the pink one. Yeah. Put the pink one up here. Cool, cool. And we will add the green box here. Right there. I need to use up the rest of these stickers. I think I'm going to put this one here, like this. Boop. And we will add this sticker here. And maybe, oh dear, I'm going to switch this because I don't want all of the different stickers in the different spots. You see what I'm saying? You feel me, guys? So we're going to put this one up there. Cool. All right, and then I think we will have this sticker here with the jam jar. Delicious jams and jellies. Does anybody think of that? That's from Despicable Me. Do you quote things whenever you are like saying something and then you realize it's a quote from a movie? I do that a lot. I don't know if that's like, you know, normal, but I do that. I'm telling you guys, I'm all over the place today. I just have a lot of energy and It's probably because I've been getting up ridiculously early every single day, and my brain is like, why are we up this early? And then I just have so much energy all the way through the day, and then I crash. My mom was telling me how on her first week of school, she's always exhausted. And I didn't expect her to be like going to bed as soon as she gets home from work and like taking a nap and then going to bed at like 8 p.m. I didn't think it was going to be like that, but yeah, I'm interested to see how it's going to be for me next week. So I'm getting a little head start on my planning this week just because I know if it's anything like how my mom was feeling, I'm going to be exhausted, because I'm hoping that the teacher that I am subbing for while she's in surgery, I know her. I think I had her when I was in school. So I know that she, you know, prepares the students for things. I never long-term subbed at the beginning of the school year. It was always at, you know, it was at the end of the school. I was going to say it was always, but obviously it was my first time subbing. It was at the end of the school year last year, so I was not prepared. I'm not prepared for how it's going to be. You know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting time. That's for sure. I think I want to use this one up here. Or here. Here. I'm going to do it here. Hopefully. There we go. Look at that. Love it. Okay. We're going to use this one on this side. And I think we're going to go like that. And maybe this? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Just like that. It's perfect. And then we have a couple more of these strips, and then we will be probably good to go. I don't think I'll need to add anything else to our spread because I really think that this is going to be enough. Let's put you, ooh, maybe I should do, oh gosh, I almost dropped my Diet Coke. I've been going through Diet Cokes this week though, because I haven't been, you know, working as much, or not as much, I haven't been working at all. And I've been going through my Diet Cokes. Do you guys do that too? Whenever you have, you know, time to yourself and you just drink a lot of the same drink. I need to drink more water. I think I'm going to add that to this week's health goals, and I'm going to try and drink more water. I don't have a problem with it when I'm working, but when I'm not working, I just forget. Is anybody else like that? Because I sure am. We are almost done with the spread, you guys. We are almost done. We just have to add these last little pieces and then our checklists, and then we will be good to go. And I don't have too many checklists because, like I said, this is my first week back for work, not from work, back to work, and I need to, I know I'm going to be tired, so I need to keep my lists short and simple. I didn't like where that one went. I'm going to put this here. And lift this up. And then we're going to put this one next to it. Just like that. And then we have this last one, and I feel like, oh no, it's definitely going to go over here. I was going to put it on the other page, but nope. Definitely going to go here. Look at that. Oh, perf. So, lists. I think I'm definitely not going to have one on Monday or Tuesday. I think we are going to stick one here. I am going to switch this box to right here so that I can put my list right here. Okay, cool. So we have our spread all finished, and we have some extra stickers, but that's okay. I can use these in my sticker book, so I'm not really concerned about that. And yeah, Alright everyone, that is it for this week in the daily page section of my Hobonichi Cousin dupe planner. This is a planner that I got from Temu. If you guys are interested, I will try and leave it in the description box. If I don't leave it in the description box, that means that it is no longer available, and all you have to do is search Hobonichi Cousin on Temu and you should be able to find it. I will also leave SammyLynnPlanning's information in the description box so you guys can check them out and get all of the fun stickers. I love her stickers, you guys know this, and you guys know how much I love SammyLynnPlanning. If you want to see any of the rest of my videos, you can check out the description box. I will leave them linked in a playlist so that you can see how I have done the rest of my planner spreads, and you can also see my January through June after the pen flip, which will be linked at the end of this video as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration on how to decorate your planner. And until next time, craft on. Bye guys.